Holy Week begins Sunday as we celebrate Palm Sunday and continue with Holy Thursday, Good Friday, and the Saturday Easter Vigil. What makes this week holy is Christ and our holiness through Jesus. In other words, Jesus active in us makes us holy, and thus we make this week holy. This week we are about to enter begins with Jesus' triumphant entry into Jerusalem, followed by his death on the cross, leading to the resurrection. Entering into this week, we come to the conclusion of Lent. In many ways, for us, it appears our Lent continues, and it even might seem, as the passion and death of Jesus on the cross at Good Friday is more than one day, but an ongoing suffering for us today. We are experiencing, in some way, an extended Lent and Good Friday. I'm not sure what is taking place during these times, but I am drawn to reflect upon the lengths we go to be comfortable or trying to avoid suffering. If the room is too hot, we turn down the AC. If we are hungry, we go out to eat or fix something from what we purchased at the grocery store. We're used to getting what we want and when we want it. Times now are different. Currently, society is different from what we have grown accustomed to. We are inconvenienced. We see suffering, our own suffering and the suffering of others. Being inconvenienced through suffering draws us to reflect upon the totality of life, its joys, sorrows, happiness, and pain. Clarence Ensler, in Everyone's Way of the Cross, writes, at the fourth station where Jesus meets his mother, he writes, "My Jesus, Lord, I know what you are telling me. To watch the pain of those we love is harder than to bear our own. To carry my cross after you, I too must stand and watch the sufferings of my dear ones, the heartaches, sicknesses, and grief of those I love. And I must let them watch mine too. I do believe, for those who love you, all things work together unto good." Pope Francis, this last Friday, stated in his blessing to the world, "Lord, you are calling us to faith, which is not so much believing that you exist, but coming to you and trusting in you. You are calling on us to seize this time of trial as a time of choosing. It is not the time of your judgment, but of our judgment, a time to choose what matters and what passes away, a time to separate what is necessary from what is not. It is a time to get our lives back on track with regard to you, Lord, and to others. Because this is God's strength, turning to the good everything that happens to us, even the bad things. He brings serenity into our lives, because with God, life never dies. The Lord awakens so as to waken and revive our Easter faith by his cross. For by his cross we have been saved. By his cross we have been redeemed. We have hope. By his cross we have been healed and embraced, so that nothing and no one can separate us from his redeeming love. To trust in the Lord, to be guided by the Holy Spirit, as we encounter the wondrous love Jesus shares with us in this holy week.